How do you like the mini X?
Hello everybody. We're here today to talk about the MVP Mark Victory pump. It's one of the newest creations for Bob Long Technology. What I gotta say about the pump, a lot of people say, well, why does this gun cost so much money? Well, I'm gonna go through a few steps real quick with you and explain to you why. Understand that there's no difference between building this and a Victory, less solenoid, board, eyes, wiring harness. You know, it still have all the qualities, all the high-tech stuff. It's not just a piece of plastic made in China. It's here made in the United States. So remember that when you talk about this kind of stuff. One of the most important things that we did on this gun was we surrounded the pump rail with bearings. There's 12 different bearings on this pump rail. It can't torque to the left or the right, up or down. It's perfectly precise. The bearing for the auto trigger rides into a groove. It's real precise. There's nothing. It has an integrated auto trigger. It really perfectly speed, perfectly accurate, never goes bad, never has, you know, some people say, well, dirt gets into all those bearings. Well, guess what? Almost every tournament gun in the world has a bearing trigger in it. Does dirt get in your trigger and your trigger stops working? No. You know, all you do is clean it. It's not brain science. It's pretty simple. That's one of the key factors that makes this gun work so good. Second thing is we have integrated our Mark patented economy valve engine to this gun. It allows us to get more shot count than anything else. As you know, on the G6R and all my guns, I have extremely good gas efficiency. This one, same thing. We're well over, you know, a case of paint per tank. Makes it pretty simple. It's got a valve that goes inside of it. It just drops in, real simple to build, slides together, and it's an engine just like a Mark engine. So another nice little thing is how we integrated the hammer system in it. You know, with a little twist of an Allen wrench, you can unscrew this and screws the back cap. Now you can change the spring. Springs on the fly. You know, you want a little bit more velocity and stuff like that. We give you 3 springs with a gun, but you know, it's pretty simple. Another thing that we did is understand that we run the bolt and the hammer on brass. The reason we use brass is it's a self-lubricating system that breaks in. It doesn't wear out. So the older it gets, the better it slides. Our hammer rides on a very polished 2000 straightness pin that is made to where the hammer slides perfectly precise in hitting the valve perfectly even every time. Understand, most hammers are bouncing down the cylinder and hitting the hammer. This one doesn't bounce, doesn't touch the cylinder walls at all. It rides on a 200 thousandths size diameter in the middle, so we're getting perfect speed. We're allowed to get about a 6 crown hammer spring in it, real light. Another thing that we use is, everybody says cocking springs. We use these little teeny springs. They're a little bit bigger than a big spring out of a pin. They're a 1 pound trigger, pump hang spring. You can use these, you can take them off, it's whatever you want. You know, you don't necessarily have to have this trigger spring in the gun to make it operate. You pull the bolt for it. Another thing that we integrated into the gun is an anti-blowback system. And what it is we put a O-ring inside the breech. Do we need it there? No. We have 0 blowback. But for the person that wants the perfect economy, the maximum gas efficiency, the maximum velocity, he puts an O-ring in there, that bolt goes inside the O-ring and fires, and there's no air leaking. So it gets rid of everything on blowback. That's another really good little thing. What we've done is we've integrated a regulator inside the grip. Some people say, well, what happened to the front reg you hold on to? Well, if you shoot a pump correctly, you're supposed to be holding on to the pump. But, you know, I wanted to make it something a little bit different than nobody else's, so I integrated a regulator inside my grip. It adjusts right back here. Works really well, very, very precise, very accurate, changes the velocity, works out really, really well. Our trigger is connected to a sear that's on a ramp system. And what it is, it's really a swing trigger and a ramp together. So it's on ball bearings. There's a total of 16 ball bearings in this gun. This one allows the trigger to go back, lift up at the same time, and pulls the sear. So that's why our trigger pull is only 3/32 of an inch. It's really, really, really short. So, you know, it's just allowing us to get smoother, accurate, more precise. Everything is done for precise figures. Our sears hardened to 57 thousandths Rockwell. Our hammers hardened to 57, so we get zero wear on that. Like I said, the brass bolt, self-lubricating. It doesn't have to necessarily be made out of brass, but it's kind of nice to be self-lubricating. What we're going to do is, in a minute, we're going to shoot this thing and let's go over a few highlights. You know, the pump rail, ball bearing, the patented economy valve, the integrated air system to where there's no micro lines. We come with a cam drive. The inline regulator that's inside of the grip, it's hidden. There's a lot of little factors that we have stepped over and beyond, you know, and we're making this all in America. This is a truly American company, and we make it all here. Let's go out to the chrono area and shoot it and see how we do. Okay. Okay, if you guys want to know what the auto trigger, do I lose any speed? Auto trigger. Auto trigger. Auto trigger. Auto trigger. Regular trigger.